So today we unpack how we use Kanban cards paired with a custom purchasing software system to eliminate the redundant and downright annoying steps in the purchasing process. I'll also show you the very first thing that we improved that led to a lean snowball effect. Let's get started. So I'll show you while we're here. We have like different tools that we buy. Here, this is a better example. Very common tool, EDP number 07028. The typical non-shop would say, okay, this tool broke. It looks like it's a chamfer mill. It's getting worn down. Okay, what is it? Is the first question. You have to look, hold it at the right angle. Oh, it's 07028. Okay. Then the next question, where do we buy it from? We buy it from PM Industrial. Are you sure? Maybe MSC. Who else do you buy from? Granger, McMaster. I don't know. Okay, well, let me go through my emails. Let me go through the records. Let me call someone. Where do we buy 07028 from? It's a crazy amount of over-processing. Once we do the job of procurement and we know we buy helical EDP 07028 from PM Industrial, how many do we buy? We buy 2 every time we purchase. How long does it take for them to get it? About a week. All right, that's crazy. We don't want to wait. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to create what are called Kanban cards. I'll show you these later. A Kanban is a Japanese word for signal. What this Kanban card does is it signals that we need to reorder something. So when the guys come over here and they set this up on the tool presetter, and it is, they take the last one out, it does a few things. It tells them, hey, first of all, what goes in this bin? Well, it was this thing. Who's the vendor? PM. What's the brand? What's the part number? 07028. What kind of material do we use it for? For all of our materials. When we reorder them, how many do we reorder? 2. Great. Okay, so we have all that information. We take it to the next step, and instead of saying, hey Jay, or hey Ryan, or Wyatt, can you email PM Industrial and just tell them that we need to order this? What happens there is this whole crazy process where we need to get the latest price. Dear PM Industrial, I'd like to order 2 of these. Can you please quote it? They get it. Thank you, Jay, Ryan, Pierson, Workholding. Here's your quote. Okay, here's your purchase order. Great. Here's your product plus an invoice and a packing slip. Thank you. All this crazy back and forth. It's insane that the industry still does it this way. So when a guy gets here and he uses the last tool and he reveals the Kanban card, he goes, oh, I better reorder it. Let me take it. I come over here. Here's a barcode. We go to our custom developed software. I scan this. It brings up a pre-populated email that we wrote years ago, like in 2015. Hi, Doug. I'd like to order helical part number 07028, quantity 2 pieces. Please use PO number. The software inputs a unique PO number. Thank you, John Clifton. If I hit send, within a few days, 2 of those would show up. No quote, no request for quote, no quotation, no PO, no invoice, because we charged them. We told them, hey, hold this pricing for the year. We'll give you our credit card number. Just keep it on file. Please don't send us any other paperwork. The only paperwork we want is the paper bag that the tools come in, so we can just throw that away. So again, we eliminated an entire purchasing department, not just a purchasing department, but all the crazy back and forth of what it takes to actually buy a stupid $35 end mill that we just need 2 of them. So it's little things like that. When we got we were so efficient, it allowed us to develop this type of software that now it's like a snowball effect. So I'm gonna close that so I don't accidentally order stuff. So finally, this is like we'll probably never get rid of this because this is where lean started in our shop. This was our mill setup cart. It used to be on the ground. It didn't have wheels. And so when we were setting up our mills, we were walking back and forth to this cart, which had all of our tools, our empty tool holders. It had all of our drills. It had all of our stock of end mills and parallels and all that stuff. And this top drawer didn't even exist. We would have to go around searching for all these different tools that it takes to actually load an end mill into a tool holder. We also had to there's this crazy thing, like I just want to know the diameter of a drill. It could be a letter, it could be a number, it could be a fraction, it could be a decimal. Why are we using the machinist handbook? You guys have it, machinist handbook? Why are we going to that page and looking it up? So we just taped this chart. It's super worn down now. It doesn't matter. It kind of shows how much life it gets, how much use it gets. And we just have it here. So we literally look down and we see that cross-reference. We learned that when we're loading collets, we use a 1-inch box end. We use a large, whatever this is called, spanner. I don't know what it's called. This little hook thing from Mari tool, a little castle nut tool. And then sometimes we use this big daddy. It's rare, so it goes at the back. We use this 1-inch all the time. We don't want to have to pull this out all the way and reach to the back. We don't want to have to pull it out all the way because we cut our Kaizen foam like that. If it's most used, it goes right front and center, horizontal parallel, so we just go, boop, there it is. We even took it to the next thing where the guys are like, I hate digging in with my nails. We put little finger lifts. It's all those little things that you'll never learn in school, but it makes your job so much more enjoyable. All of our miniature torque wrenches, 1, 2, 3 blocks if we're doing some type of setup. If we're adding what is it called, a pull stud on the back of a tool taper, it's all there. All that stuff within fingers. And notice what is not there. There's no L wrenches. There's no packets of the L hex wrenches where you're like moving them and I just need this one, now I got it, now I need to put it back. If that's the only tool you use for that process, we've literally bought those things, pulled out the 3 or 4 that we use, and throw the rest of it away. It was more efficient to throw it away, waste money, but we're actually not over processing by moving things, looking around for them. 30, 40 bucks for a thing, I'll throw away half of those things because we'll make that 30, 40 bucks back by the end of the day by not walking around or having 4 or 5 guys walking around looking for that 5/30 seconds, hex wrench. So, yeah, it's one of those things that's like, we're gonna keep it, we rarely use it. This is a really fancy tool holder, you put your parts in. We don't use it that much because we don't want to, because we want to set up tools and keep them in the machines. Lots of companies have these huge tool cabinets, tool cribs. All of our excess number of tool holders, they're all right here. I like this because you use anti-seize a lot when you set up tools. Why are we putting this anti-seize in a cabinet on the other side of the shop? You put the tool where you're going to use it. One of the sayings we use is, answer the question where the question is asked. I'm working right here and I want to say, hey, where's the anti-seize? Oh, that answer should be right where you're using it. So the anti-seize doesn't have a great spot here. We could probably 3D print something, but this is the maximum amount of tools that we want to hold. If we need to go to a second cabinet to hold our excess number of tool holders, it's excess inventory. We don't need it. We don't need anti-seize all over. We need it here. So, hey, if you're loving this new series and want a peek behind the scenes at how we make things happen, hit that subscribe button and stick around for more tips and tricks along the way. Now, go innovate your production.